Y'all are lucky. Y'all are real lucky. So I did a whole 3-hour reading yesterday just for TikTok to fuck up the recording, and the entire video is not playable, no audio playable. When I tell you that was one of the best readings we ever did in our life, I don't got nothing to put on Spotify, nothing to put on, nothing. So we're doing it again. Welcome. I'll reread everything I did yesterday. Anybody who was in here, I guess it was a super personal reading. Like, that reading was powerful. So it's the waning gibbous. I'm pretty sure it's still the waning gibbous today. It's all about letting go, the light fading from the full moon. So it's all about integrating the truths that were revealed during the last full moon. I feel like it was a lot of secrets coming out, a lot of tales that people was coming and confessing to you. The first card that we had out was literally confession and let go. Literally what we was talking about here. So the first two cards that came out in the reading, like, it was crazy. So it's all about having gratitude for the wisdom that you gain, thanking God and the universe for the circumstances that have allowed you to be here, for all the lessons and the trials and the tribulations you have gone through, because everything that you go through is for your own highest good. It is also about how the energy shifts from being focused outward to focus within, so you might want a little more you time, a little more personal time. Might notice that you're responding to text a little bit less often. You're not really interacting with people as much as you want to. Also, Miss Cat, I love you too. But it is also kind of in reference to like a spiritual cleanup of some sort, a cosmic decluttering. So like I said, letting go of everything that doesn't serve you. Also, one of the first cards out to clarify to let go, we have the Devil card. Letting go of some real toxic stuff, divine feminine and divine masculine. So I don't know what circumstances someone was stuck in. It was coming out a lot that it's more so like mental entrapment, people thinking they're not good enough for something, people feeling like they always mess up or they always miss the right time, something like that. So it was a lot of not putting your negative intentions in your manifestations. Yeah. And this says message from spirit. Thank you from ChatGPT. You have seen the fullness of your light. Now learn to trust what fades, what departs, makes room for new creation. So yeah, after I read all that, first two cards out, we had confession and let go. Somebody has something to tell you. So let's see what comes out today. But I couldn't leave you guys hanging. Yeah, literally. Y'all saw me just put everything back here. How did this end up at the very top again? I'm just saying. This was at the very back. I don't know when I put this back in the deck, but it's at the top of the deck again. So I guess the energy stays from yesterday. Oh, hold on. Let me invert it for y'all. Yeah, somebody here has something to tell you. They want to confess something. Yesterday, I kept getting that song 4x4 by Travis Scott. Do you love me, bae? I need to know. But part of the reason I was so upset about this reading not concluding is because there was a set of cards that came out yesterday where it took me half the line to figure out, oh shit, this is what this means. These two exact cards came out yesterday. Commitment and pets. I was like, okay, maybe somebody is like getting serious with someone and you guys are going to get a pet together, or maybe somebody's ex might be like using the pets to get close to somebody. But with commitment and pets, we learned somebody got pet names for somebody. Somebody likes to call somebody their little kitten. Oh, come here, my little boo bear. I don't know, but something about like pet names is that's how you'll know things are getting serious with this person. You'll have nicknames. I was also saying something about like Mercury retrograde. You might start seeing some changes happen, which I did look it up finally, and apparently we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so that makes sense why the entire life is just gone into the wind. But I think that it said retrograde doesn't start till like November 9th, something like that. Also has come out in literally every single reading we've done for the past month and a half. Damn near the first card. This time it's the third card. Fire sign. So either somebody is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you have it somewhere heavy in your chart. And if not, or you're not aware of it, it's literally just this is the energy behind the connection. Here go that let go card again. But literally, this is the energy behind the connection. It's full of passion. It's full of fire. Yeah, caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. Interesting because yesterday we had spy coming out, like somebody researching. So I feel like someone here, this just gives me the feeling like someone here is, they're making sure of something before they make a move, or someone they don't want to, like, do you love me, babe? I need to know. You know, somebody doesn't want to make a move until they're absolutely certain. Let's see what else. Yes, we'll pull that. Open up your heart. Patience, just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. Someone is also advised to be moving on from somebody. This could be what somebody's advised to, like, kind of let go of. But opening up your heart, I just feel like this is also in terms of like somebody's negative manifestations. We had all that about, like, I feel like the word manifestation and visualization, it kind of trips people up, especially people who have anxiety, because then you're like, oh God, what if I doubted a little too hard? Or you like think one wrong thing and it just messes up. I don't know. But it's like something about fantasizing for this collective is very important. It's very significant. When you're fantasizing, when you're having some little you time and alone time and you just imagining you and this person in bed going on dates, you're not sitting here doubting it. You're not sitting here wondering it. But what are you doing? Visualizing it as if it's already there and present in your reality. Fantasizing and daydreaming is manifestation. Somebody needs to utilize that way more often. So I feel like that with open up your heart, somebody needs to open themselves up to like more possibilities that be coming for them. Come on now. Hello. Please. Let go. Make room for the new beginning. We was just talking about that. I think I'll pull one more from here. Yeah. Challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. Somebody here is in a fight to heal their mindset. Somebody here is in a fight to heal the way that they think, to heal the doubts. And I feel like it's so difficult, especially this coming out with let go and challenges. This is such a challenge for someone because it's something that I feel like was ingrained in them. Like this gives me kind of like trauma vibes, or like someone was like heavily bullied, harassed, has gone through like circumstances that has formed their mind to think in a certain way. So I feel like that's also why somebody, they see like it's, they have such a hard time with like manifesting or seeing the manifestations come to light, or it seems like it happens like way down the line, like way after you done forgot about it. We have behind that we have health issues can arise. So I feel like something here about that's how someone can also recognize where their issues lie: holistic health and holistic healing. You got a sore throat, you have an issue with speaking up. Stomach ache, you have issue with protection and or listening to your intuition. Headaches, you know, so it's like something about that. Like if you have like skin issues or something, that shows like an anti-inflammatory type thing. Autoimmune disorders, that shows that your body is attacking things that it needs. So I feel like that could resonate for someone here. Why do I pull like one more card? I just think it's crazy how commitment and pets was literally the combo I was thinking about. Like, damn, that was such a cool thing to like realize I'm live. The first person out is those exact two together. Oh, pregnancy. Someone is expecting. We'll be looking into that. Somebody could be pregnant. I was also getting yesterday that like I had that whole like this love child vibe, like something about the connection that you have with this person or someone else, like something was born because of the connection. There's like a tangible chemistry between you guys. I even remember that one card that came out. Why is pregnancy always coming out and then gambling right behind that? Like over and over and over. Almost every single time I see pregnancy, it's gambling. So I think this goes where somebody here, you don't have to take that. Yeah, communicate. Somebody here, I feel like they tried to take a gamble. Took a gamble on something, or someone tried to get pregnant by someone or get somebody pregnant. It's definitely giving trap vibes. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna, how do I want to organize this? All these, yeah, commitment, pets. We got that in the middle. We got that in the middle. Fire sign. I don't really think we need to clarify that necessarily. So we can move that. Yeah, I do want to clarify first. What does this move on? I may as well just leave it up here. Fuck it. What does this move on? We are using the Thelema Tarot, one of my favorites. Who or what is someone moving on from? like I said, I kind of feel like it is that whole like let go, releasing that toxic mindset, um, you know, anxieties, worries, feeling like something's never gonna happen for you. Ace of Wands. Don't think that was supposed to be reversed. Hold on, cause I did. Please. Okay, let's. Yeah. Okay. Knight of Cups is reversed. Ace of Wands, Six of Cups. Okay. Move on. Something that's unavailable, waste of time is over. That sounds pretty obvious. Open up your heart, well, attract more love. Knight of Cups reverse. Hello, Playboy energy, fuckboy energy, fuck girl energy. Especially with that Ace of Wands, like come on. We also know what the Ron can represent in tarot. Intimacy, sexual attraction. So I feel like someone here, I feel like maybe this is someone that you would go back to over and over again, because we also have that Six of Cups here. Somebody that you may have known for a long time, or even knew from childhood, or just somebody who makes you feel like kitty in some way. But I feel like this person, they are used to like wooing, or like they like to say certain things to get someone on their side. But this person's not serious. Yeah, we got death behind that. Like I said, this person's not serious. Ace of Wands, they were here for sex. They was here for the punani, and that's all. And I also feel like maybe that's what this like pregnancy and gambling is all about too. Is that somebody wanted to like woo someone, get them trapped, and then maybe as soon as they got pregnant, somebody did. What's this pregnancy and gambling? Oh, okay. What is this pregnancy and gambling? Oh, Six of Wands, Three of Cups. So whatever this is about, one more card. Like somebody's coming out on top. I feel like for someone, this also was someone may have been trying to get pregnant for a while, and they like you've been like trying like in vitro fertility things, or you just been trying. Well, I feel like this is like good news for someone that you will be successful in that, especially with this like Three of Cups. I feel like someone here, they may have been like, I don't know who got money like that, you know, gambling coming out. But surrogacy, I'm also getting with that Three of Cups, more than one person. But also, you know, like I said, like someone going to doctors, there've been like multiple hands in this. Somebody's coming out on top. But one more to clarify that. So I feel like it's like very specific for like just one person. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Someone here might be a single mother also. And I also feel like someone here is taking a gamble on making someone a single mother. Whatever that is, someone will be successful. Because I feel like this is like for two different collectives. For one who is watching and you are the single mother, everything's going to be fine for you. You've been through trial and tribulation. You will have people by your side that will be able to help you through whatever you need to, especially if you are like a new mother. And I feel like for someone is worried about leaving someone as a single mother, but it's getting like it's supposed to be the right decision that someone's supposed to make. Yeah, Hangman, Seven of Wands. Someone is like defending something of theirs. So what is let go and challenges? Let's let go challenges. So you can get some specifics. Come on, Page of Cups now. Is this because it is crossed with the Eight of Cups? Please, what does Eight of Cups mean? Let go. What does Eight of Cups mean? Let go. What is that? Let go challenges. Page of Cups will be upright. Page of Cups also in reverse. So yeah, I just feel like this is like let go of people who are. This is people who say a lot, but they don't do much following it. This is people who have a lot of ideas, but they don't have a lot of follow through. I think that was also coming out yesterday. Somebody in the comments was like, I'm getting bored. She said she's getting bored of the games this person's playing. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like somebody here, they've gotten bored with what they don't see serving them anymore. You know, Eight of Cups is walking away from something that you had been deeply invested in, that you had spent a lot of time hoping and wishing and praying for. And I feel like it's like, you know, it's walking away to pursue other things. For some, it will be walking away temporarily and then coming back to something. But for a lot, it is walking away from something that you have really kind of laid your stakes in, and realizing that you do need to pursue other dreams. Why? Oh, because we got the King of Cups back here. Because somebody's not going to be in no Page of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups reverse energy. I feel like that's probably what somebody's used to dealing with. Hence why this Nine of Pentacles, all my single ladies coming out right now. I feel like that's why some of this shit. I feel like someone's totally fine with being single. Somebody's totally fine with like not being involved with people because they're used to dealing with Knight of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed. I mean, it's not even no King of Cups reversed. It's literally just all Knights and Pages. Like somebody's used to dealing with like, I don't know why I just heard lowly people. I don't be talking like that. So yeah, I feel like somebody here's used to dealing with that, but with this Nine of Swords behind that, I just feel like somebody, like, they don't see it coming for them. They don't see it happening for them. I will just, for shits and giggles, clarify this fire sign, just to see if it's an actual fire sign or if it's supposed to be talking about, yeah. 8 of Swords reverse. Finally, I said yesterday, that Eight of Swords was fully erect, okay? It is not anymore. And the Hangman. Yeah, somebody... Come on now. 8 of Swords reverse. I won't show it to you upright, but 8 of Swords reverse, Hangman. This is somebody who's finally changing their mind about what they felt trapped in. So like I said, it could be specifically a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or like heavy in your chart somewhere, or somewhere like very important where you see like changes happening in your life. But for a lot, I just feel like this is like somebody changing their mind about their passion, changing their mind about what that looks like. And then especially, we'll see what else comes out. But especially, like I said, we got that King of Cups, Nine of Swords. I feel like this is like that divine masculine who has felt like what it is that they like or what it is that they want to go after is like a guilty pleasure for some reason to them. Like they feel like it will be wrong in a way for them to go after, or they feel like people would judge them for some reason for going after that. So for one, that person could specifically be a fire sign or have that like somewhere very specific in their chart. But like I said, with this 8 of Swords reversed, it's supposed to be reversed, and that Hangman, this is someone who's reached a point of like they're at a pause, they're looking at like it's literally upside down, looking at things from an entirely different perspective to the point where they're no longer, quote unquote trapped by these swords to which she could easily walk through. The blindfold is barely tied around her head and her hands aren't even handcuffed or nothing. This is somebody who could have definitely gotten themselves out of this mental entrapment, but they couldn't see that. So yeah, with Hangman, I feel like it's a good sign for this. Yeah, Knight of Swords, upright. Somebody's finally ready for action. Somebody's ready to charge into something, especially with that 3 of Swords behind that. I feel like this is after like a long period of heartbreak for someone, like a very long period of time that someone had been like stuck in this like heartbreak mentality. I don't know what that means when it says that someone is interested in contacting the creator. I don't know what that means, but hi, you can leave a comment. Anyway, what is this? Commitment and pets. I did say though, what we had discovered yesterday. Pet names. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. And the World. Somebody wants to work on things with you. Somebody feels like things aren't complete unless they're going right with you. 3 of Pentacles here is also about somebody who like is working on their craft or working on something that they enjoy. So especially that commitment, things are getting serious. I feel like it's like this person is like really getting serious about what it is that they like. There's something very specific. Like a lot was coming out with that. Like we was getting the whole like somebody like the daddy dom, DGLG, we on here, bratty, submissive. That's the vibe I was getting with that card. So somebody here, like I feel like that's why they feel so like afraid to approach you, because this is the type of stuff that they like. Like it's not just some normal, regular, vanilla stuff. I think that was coming out where someone's like not as green as you think they are, but it's something heavily about like this person, they've changed their mind about what they felt like they were, trapped in their head about. They've changed their mind about what it is that they truly enjoy and want to go after. And like I said, with commitment, things are getting serious. The world. Yeah, this person, they recognize what craft they enjoy. They recognize what person they enjoy. I do want to give one more for that. Lord. Okay, I did see. And then what's right underneath that? The Queen of Cups. Passion. Lust. Oh my God, and the High Priestess and the Tower. The Fool, the Lover. Please, this is okay. I have to stop. Cause what? For one, this is what this person is realizing. Like I said, Three of Pentacles, she's painting. Somebody here could like painting or artwork, doing some kind of craft with their hands. I also feel like this is giving me that vibe we've been getting, like someone feels like you're their muse. You inspire a creativity in them. I don't know if this is someone who makes music or someone who writes, who's writing novels, or like this is someone who's like a divine masculine who's a very creative person. And I also feel like, especially with this coming out, like this working with the hands, somebody really wants to lay their hands on you, is all I want to say. So like I said, we got the Devil and the Queen of Cups coming out. I always say this. I don't know if you're new to this page or not. Anytime I see the Queen of Cups, somebody got a crush on her. Somebody's in love with this bitch. Do you see how demure she looks in here? She's not bothered by nothing. She has her little chalice there. Somebody could have purchased a chalice also, like a legitimate chalice. But the Devil here, this is like somebody feels completely drawn in by your energy. Like this is lust. Wait, this is lust. This is passion. This is something that somebody cannot ignore. They can't pull away from. They can't tear their eyes away from it. Very freaking interesting that that's coming out. Where am I about to put all these? That's way too many. We're gonna sit them at the back. Yeah, the Devil card with the Queen of Cups. And then, oh, guess what was behind that? The High Priestess. This is my High Priestess collective. This is the collective I've been telling you for like the past week, 2 weeks. This is the High Priestess collective. You know this. I feel like that's also why, if you haven't heard like from this person, or they've been distant, or they just keep acting like, oh, I'm not saying nothing to you, I feel like this is why. Because they know that you know. And you know that they know that you know that they know that you know. You know? So it's like somebody here, you know this person really is drawn to you, is truly attracted to you. But for some reason, I feel like your openness and accepting it is also kind of what made this person keep trying to run from it. Because they're like, well, of course they'd be fine with it because this is the way that they live. They like tarot readings or whatever the fuck this person will be thinking about you. But there's something about they finally have changed their mind. Like I also said, I think for like the last 2 or 3 readings, one of the first cards out kept also being liar, 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 liar. Be here for someone sneaky. So obviously I'm talking about Knight of Cups reverse, Page of Cups reverse. I'm like, okay, it ends up coming out, oh, this person was also coming across as a liar. They lied about how they feel. They lied about liking you. They tried to pass it off to other people. Oh, I don't fuck with that love stuff. Anyway, we have the Tower. This is a shocking moment for somebody. I mean, especially with the Tower and the Hangman, it is giving me like awakening type of vibes, like divine awakenings. But I would do that more so if it was Judgment out. But this just gives me like this is a deep shift in someone's psyche, the way that they think about something, the way that they view something, to where now the Fool. And what's behind that also? The Lovers. Yeah, brand new beginning. Somebody's seeing something from a completely new light. Somebody sees an option there that they didn't see before. Because Lovers is never, oh, guaranteed love match. But the Lovers is all about making a choice to choose that divine match. With that angel in the background, you know, this is obviously one of my favorite fucking cards in all of the decks. But the angel in the background just suggests that this being blessed. It has like 2 dolphins there. Let me just show you guys real quick. We have like the 2 dolphins in the background. You know that those are some of the most intelligent creatures on the planet besides humans. The angel floating in the ethers. You know, this is a blessed connection. Like, that's how obvious this connection. I mean, do you see the light emanating from the angel up there? Like, it's the entire sky. It's like, yes, please, we're blessing this connection. So I feel like there's someone here, like with that Devil card coming out, they've literally been fighting every ounce of their entire being to not see this. That's how obvious that is. Like Tower, the Fool, High Priestess. These are powerful cards. All to just be right there at the back of the deck after shuffling. And the Wheel. This is a cycle. This is something that they come on, and the Nine of Cups. Lord, am I going to just stop? Because I'm just going to have to pull the whole damn deck at this point. Literally, the Wheel and the Nine of Cups, ultimate wish fulfillment. This is a cycle that this person goes through. And I feel like perhaps that cycle might finally be coming to a close, where over and over they're like, oh my God, I really like that thing. I'm going to go after that thing. Oh my God, I'm going to go after it. Okay, I'm scared. And then they start all over again. They have to build it all back up again, and they start all over. Like, I'm getting, like, yesterday we kept getting, like, this was a very shy person, which is so crazy, because me and one of the people in the comments were talking about how it might be a shy person. I flip over the cards after I pulled out, like, 2 or 3 from the top of the index oracle. The card that I next pulled said on the back, shy as fuck, dominant when comfy. I said, how come? We were just talking about that. So anyway, I think that would be too well. But yeah, someone here is like they're a little shy thing. They're a little shy. Speaking of, I was like, ooh, what are we about to pull next? Yeah. The index oracle. I swear this thing was given like all the details. Oh wow. We didn't even, I just got so distracted by like all of those coming out. I didn't even clarify the caution. Find out more information. Look at me getting ahead of myself. Don't overwork yourself. That also makes me think, like, whoever is in, more so like the divine feminine energy, but whoever it is that's been, like, trying to reach out to this person, or, like, trying to, now I did put that by, like, the whole lovers thing, this being a very obvious divine connection. I feel like somebody here has been trying their hardest to, like, get this person to see what this was, get this person to recognize it. Like, do you not know? Do you not see it? I mean, literally. Ace of Swords, trying to get somebody to see the truth of this connection, trying to get someone to be like, don't you recognize that don't you see that me and you are, don't you know this is a divine connection? Don't you see we're trying? Somebody has been trying to get, and it's like, no, what this is saying, you've been doing too much. 3 of Swords at the back of the deck. You was doing too much and breaking your own heart. This person had to come to the awareness themselves. It was all in divine timing. That's what I'm also thinking with that wheel. It was all in divine timing. But it says, find out more information. I feel like there was also something coming out about, like, maybe there was something you didn't know about this person, or this person was needing to, like, take care of some things before it could happen. And this, like, landed like that. And then the 3 of Swords here. The Hierophant. Somebody could have been in a whole other commitment. I think that was also coming out, even from the index oracle. Somebody said they wish they weren't married. And somebody could also be dealing with, you know, we had that pregnancy here. So I feel like that's maybe something that someone didn't know about someone, or why they weren't acting. Because like I said, it's obvious to this person. They've been knowing. But yeah, something led to some kind of heartbreak. And that could also be that somebody here was still needing to heal from the heartbreak of another commitment. That's what I'm also getting. Like, somebody still, you know, I feel like if they had gone after someone, it would have been seen more like a rebound, or just they would have been putting their traumas onto you. Or if you were the one who had just got out of commitment, maybe that's something you didn't see, but it's like you would have been putting your traumas on someone else. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, back of the deck. Somebody was still holding on to something. Especially if this was someone who was in a commitment. I feel like they still weren't over their ex. And so that's why you were just kind of advised to, let's just focus on you. It'll be some time. Did I already shuffle it? I don't think so. So I'll shuffle it now. I hope everything is clear and visible. Hold up. What is this? There. Okay, I'm like, why is everything not where it should be? Can y'all see everything fine? Okay. Oh, the index oracle. My favorite. And these are front and back. Like, do you see how big this thing is? When I tell you, we be getting the fucking details. Rather. The detail. Oh, wow. Card left at the bottom. I keep tabs on everyone you talk to. Oh. This is who we dealing with. This is who we're dealing with. Oh, that was crazy. Because yesterday, I even had that one card that I forgot I even wrote down. And I kept talking about it, and it finally came out. Voyeurism. That's some of the stuff this person is into. But with you specifically,
this coming out, I keep tabs on everybody because I'm not just getting like only like a sexual connotation, like not some creepy peeping tom type stuff. This is like one, this person watches and they lurk like heavily. You will not know that they're watching. But also with voyeurism, that specifically is not about like, ooh, I just like to upskirt panties, let me get my binoculars. No, this is like if you, I was saying yesterday, like if you wear crop tops and stuff and you have like a little bit of your midriff showing, or like you reach up to grab something and a little bit of your skin shows, this person is like salivating. Like they're like foaming at the mouth damn near. That's what I was getting from that voyeurism. So I keep telling, anyway, I don't know why all that came with, I keep telling everybody you talk to, but yeah, this person is watching you, whether you know that or not. This makes me think you do not know that. I feel like you suspected it and you wonder, but this person is so good at like playing it off, you have no idea. Vacillation back and forth behind that. I feel like it's something that you maybe have gone back and forth about whether or not they are they doing that? Are they? No, there's no way, because then they wouldn't look like that after. Well, were they? Yeah, I feel like it's something you went back and forth about, and I also feel like this is something that this person's gone back and forth about their intentions for why they keep tabs on everybody you talk to. I feel like they're not being honest with themselves about why. I feel like they're a little mad. Yeah, I just saw all I do is tell lies. Yeah, I feel like they're lying to themselves about why. It's gonna be the last time I shuffle it, and then we just about to start flinging the cards out. Okay. I am so attracted to you at the top of the deck. Was or wasn't I saying? These are front and back. So when I tell you, like, what comes out is literally, it's crazy. These are good, bad. Good, bad. These are good cards, bad cards. Happy cards, sad cards. Oh, please. Okay. Way too many. Oh, I haven't got that card in a while. So we have Man Eater. We have Man Eater coming out. Did you go off on this person? Did you say something to them about themselves? This is, you are so fascinating. This person definitely finds you fascinating. Okay. Heart to heart conversation. I love how you read my mind. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do for now. Yeah, Nihilist at the back of the deck. Somebody here is like a woe is me, doom and gloom kind of thinker. Like somebody here, this is where I think that also that vacillation back and forth, like that's all we're talking about. This person, they're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely sure they like me. I'm gonna make the move, and then they start all over. No, there's no way that they like me. They wouldn't have done that. Oh, maybe that. And then they start all over. They go back and forth and back and forth. So I feel like this person, that's why. Like something about their mindset. It could be your mindset also, where you just doubt if you don't see it like clear as day in your face. The clear as day, I feel, is you trusting your high priestess ass energy and knowing that it's clear as day energetically. Everything happens in divine timing. Yeah, this could be somebody also. Somebody has a morbid or sarcastic sense of humor. I do like that vibe a lot. Satirical. Certain shows you might have watched. 6 Feet Under. I think that came out like the early 2000s or something. Phantom of the Opera. Grim or Macabre. The Addams Family. Somebody also like Parks and Rec or Saturday Night Live. But that's like kind of somebody's like humor. You or them or both of you guys. But then also on the back of that we have sarcastic and bratty flirting style. Were we not getting that? Like I said, with that commitment and pets, somebody's real bratty. Somebody sees you as their little brat. Somebody sees you as their little kitten, their little kid. Whatever nicknames. I don't know if you're aware that they have nicknames for you. Oh, I don't think you're aware that they have nicknames for you. But something about like you, the way that you flirt with this person is unlike any other, and it's also unlike anything they've experienced. Like you get really like, I don't care, whatever. Like you want to toss your hair, and like this is how you talk to them, especially with Man Eater coming out. Like I feel like they really like this about you. Yeah, this is like 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, heartbreaker attitude, BPD charm. Somebody could be a BPD baddie, borderline personality disorder. You might also see 1155 a lot, or start to see them in the next week. And then it says, yeah, somebody here, this divine feminine, you have this type of energy that can make like anybody fall in love. It's like feigned disgust. You have an attitude, your disappointment, like, oh, of course you didn't bring that over here. I'm not surprised. You know, you like joke with people like that. But there's no competition. Okay. This person sees no other competition. Somebody here could also have big dick energy. I feel like this is definitely you. Divine Feminine, you definitely carry that thing that hang long energetically. Okay. Nobody wants to mess with you. You know, my happiness was tied to you. Now you're gone. I feel nothing but despair. Something could happen between you and this person. But we do have guiding light and North Star here. So something about, I think, yes, oh, I'm so happy because all this is coming out in a different way. But something about, like, yesterday, this person, we had that Anchor of Soul card, where something about, like, this person has come to the realization that everything in their life seems to be, like, up in the air, all over the place. Nothing seems solid, nothing seems stable until you enter the picture. And then when you are there, when they see you, that's when it's like their mindset is grounded, their emotions are grounded, everything seems right somehow. And it's like without that, without your presence, it's like nothing seems to go the right way. So it's something about like you and your energy, especially you coming out as High Priestess, you're a very spiritual person, you're very spiritually in tune. So that is like naturally what you bring to the table without even trying. But it's something specific about this person needing that. They rely on that. It helps them in their every day-to-day life. We also have heart-to-heart conversation. Didn't I say with that confession card, somebody has something to tell you? This person wants to confess something. I feel like that you may be anticipating. Like I said, I'm just getting like Mercury retrograde vibes. Obviously, we're in the shadow period. So I just feel like for the next like month and a half, you might start seeing some kind of changes. But I feel like there may be a heart-to-heart conversation that you have with this person where they kind of let you know, like, at least like a little bit more about what they think, what they feel. I don't feel like it's going to be like this like continued breadcrumbing that they've been doing to you in the past. Not saying nothing, watching from afar, full voyeur mode. No, we're not doing that. I feel like maybe part of what they might be communicating to you is that they actually did care and do care a lot more than you actually think. And I feel like that might come as a surprise for someone. Wow, interesting how I'm talking about the retrograde that is coming up here in November. So something might be happening for somebody November, December. Somebody might see some changes. Somebody could also have a birthday in November or December, or something could have happened within last year in November or December. But I'm definitely just feeling like that is where you might start to notice like this shift in the connection that starts to happen, especially like fire sign. I'm looking at that again. Like fire sign keeps coming out. So somebody here is definitely a fire sign. Like somebody's definitely 100% facts a fire sign. But we have try again. This one also came out yesterday. How odd. Where something is like regardless of how nihilistic, I don't know, thanks food. No matter how nihilistic this person's mindset is, no matter like how often they like trick themselves out of coming forward or trick themselves out of like being honest with you about how they feel, something inside of them keeps telling them to try again. No matter how much they want to stop, no matter how much you're like, well, there's no way this person likes me, or there's no way, something keeps telling them to try again. Especially with repeating yourself, I feel like this is also you and this person. Is I feel like there's something about like you feed the same lie to yourself over and over again. Well, no, it'll never happen like this. Well, no, I can never get that person. Or no, it will never happen. Well, no, they're never going to speak up. Well, no, they're always going to be like that. You know, something about like someone repeating things over and over to where I feel like now it's like I said, this whole shift from this negative mindset to a positive one. Someone is now repeating positive affirmations to themselves. Somebody's now repeating, try again, try again, try again. You know, I feel like that's what's now on someone's mind, where they're no longer just, oh God, it sucks, I give up. And I feel like maybe that's also something that this person would deal with before, where if things went wrong, they just done. Wow, I'm gonna grieve the loss of this and I'll never try again. But there's something about this connection. You have even probably seen yourself. Anybody else, you would have gave up, they would have gave up. Somebody keeps trying. Somebody keeps coming back. Somebody keeps starting this up over and over. Something about can't get over how they passed away. I feel like this is also someone grieving about a lost loved one. That was also coming out in the last two readings, I think, about a guardian or lost loved one that's watching over someone. And I feel like that also might tie into this negative mindset that someone has. Someone is still healing over, just heard a confirmation honk, yeah. Someone is still healing from someone that they were very close to that has passed away. And I feel like that has led to a certain type of, the best way I could say is like a lack of hope. I just feel like the way that somebody had passed previously in someone's life, it was very traumatic for someone, and I feel like that caused someone to kind of lose hope that, oh, if that person I love this much could die like that, what the fuck made me think anything good will ever happen? If I prayed to God for them to go peacefully, what makes me think that me praying for the love of my life is ever gonna? So there's something about like someone passing away that really scarred someone, and that then like affected every outlet of their life. So the message that we're getting here, somebody continues to keep trying. Try again, try again, try again is the message from the angels right now. We have golfing. I feel like this, obviously we'll pull some clarifiers here, but with golfing, that just kind of makes me think that this whole, like, somebody thinks something is a long shot. You know, you take the swing at something. Somebody feels like something is a long shot. I just feel like that's the whole vibe here. Somebody, they want to take a chance, they want to take a risk on something, but they just feel like, oh my God, it's just a long shot. I put that over there by the lovers. Like, somebody just, it just seems like too good to be true, which is crazy, because we were literally talking about, like, yesterday in the live, oh, somebody feels like they're delusional, it's not real. The next card out was, you're not delusional, you're not crazy, it's real. So anyway, on the back of this, we have, I don't believe in ghosts. I feel like this always comes out for the divine masculine energy, where they didn't believe in spirituality, they didn't believe in tarot, or they didn't believe in things the way that you did. And so there's something about, like, you have opened this person's mind up in a way they never expected. And I feel like that's also why they can't let you go. Like I said, with this devil card, like, come on. Yeah, you make me feel on top of the world. This is how you make this person feel. Like, they don't, for having puffy eyes showing up to her, I will write a letter and a lawsuit. It's like, right. I just feel like that's also a thing. It's like when something's let go of, some things you're supposed to fight for to get, other things is literally God allowing you to find something better. So I think that's perfect that you even have that mindset. Also, you the high priestess, you know that's part of your lesson. And so yeah, it says like you literally make this person feel absolutely like unreal. Like that's the level that you put this person on. And I also feel like that's why it's so hard for this person and for you to like believe that this is like a real legitimate thing, because it's like, how can someone make me feel this good and then also be a good person, also be meant for me, also have all these other, like, there's something that seems so unbelievable. And I also feel like what kept coming out in these readings was like someone here, they would rather not have you at all than to have you and then lose you. Like that plays over and over in this person's mind, where they are terrified of losing you. Back of that, we have no witnesses. So I feel like there's something that is definitely unseen, especially this thing on the back of, you make me feel like I'm on top of the world. There's a lot that's going on, like behind the scenes or like under the surface, that someone is like, it just makes you think that voyeurism, I keep tabs on everyone you talk to. Like, I feel like this, you do not know this. They do not show this. They do not hint at this. You would never know. So now we have man-eater. I think we're talking about the divine feminine, but somebody don't play, okay? Somebody does not play. And I feel like this also kept coming out, which is crazy that I put what I did on the back of this. Because every reading, like, these meanings change, obviously, depending on the reading. It's crazy how this is coming out like this, because I feel like what's coming out in these readings is that someone being honest about how they really felt, somebody not trying to keep the peace, somebody not trying to be all nice and, okay, well, this is still upsetting me and I'm losing a little bit of patience. But no, somebody going the fuck off on somebody going in their full BDE, man-eater energy. Like, somebody let somebody know how they truly felt, and that's what led you guys to be closer than ever before. Like, without that clear mindset, especially if this is the type of person who tends to be a little shy, somebody who's not really the type who's gonna go after somebody until they're really like comfortable, then they start getting dominant. This person would have never had that like awareness and awakening unless you like really had to rip the filter off their fucking mouth, you know? So it's like something about, sometimes anger, obviously, when it is used to destroy people, that's when you know it's not the right thing. That's karmic. Versus some anger, when it's used to literally enlighten people, to shift their entire perspective about you, God, and reality, that's when you know it's divine anger. That's when you know it's divine justice. So I feel like somebody here fully showing someone who they can, could be, and are. Let me show you how nice I've been to you, motherfucker. It really lets somebody know, like, oh, you do love me for real. I didn't know it was bothering me that much. But I feel like for somebody here, they've been feeling kind of guilty about that. Like, that was also coming out, like, the divine feminine. I feel like you wondered if you went too far, or you wonder if you, like, said too much, or it's like, dang, was that a little mean? They needed to hear that. It's literally helping them. But somebody here, I don't know what the hell I meant when I wrote it, but it sounds pretty as hell. Moon, bubble, rainbow child. This is your vibe, okay? Whatever that means to you. It's just something about, like, you're the type of person who, like, not even, like, head in the clouds, but you're, like, very idealistic. You see a perspective that most people couldn't even dream of seeing. Like, every day you see in synchronicities and, wow, God is talking to me through the plants, and look at the angels over. Like, something about, like, the reality that you exist in is just unparalleled to anything this person has ever seen. And I feel like that's also why, you make this person kind of feel like they're on top of the world. And I also feel like this is your vibe. Like I was saying, like that bratty, sarcastic, like all these cards coming out, like bratty, sarcastic sense of humor, this whole teenage dream vibe. Like, there's something about your energy, no matter how young or old you are. You attract people that remind them of the very first crush that they ever had. You attract people where you remind them of the very first person they fell in love with. This is what I mean by that teenage dream. Like, you remind someone of, like, oh my God, I forgot that I always used to wish for a girl like that. Or, oh my God, I always forgot that I used to hope and pray for somebody like that. Like, and it's so crazy because yesterday, like, I even pulled out the 1111 Make-A-Wish card from this deck. And we all sat here on the live and we made a wish at 1111. It was so beautiful. So it's like something about, like, this person. Why am I pulling this deck out again? Something about this person, they kind of have given up on this wish or this hope or this dream. And then there's something about you coming into the picture that kind of reopened their eyes in, like, a completely different way. What deck do I want to use for that? I do want to do True Eve, actually. No, not yet. We're going to do Holographic to clarify that. What deck is this? Law of Attraction. We're not going to do Law of Attraction yet. But I do want to look into, like, what is this heart-to-heart conversation? Because then that could also be, like, well, I guess you can't really call it a conversation if you wasn't going the fuck off on them and they didn't really have much opportunity to respond. But it could just have, that could be considered like that heart to heart, you letting them know, like speaking from the heart. But I'm just getting more so like this is what might be coming in for you. But let's look into it. Oh, the Hierophant, commitment, somebody getting serious. Literally one of the first cards out, actually the first card out, commitment, things are getting serious. Flying the fuck out, followed by who? The High Priestess and the Devil. Didn't those just show up in the Thelema Tarot? With the Seven of Pentacles, it was behind that. What? Like, this is something that somebody has worked on for a long time, labored over, planted the seeds. They waiting to watch something be birthed and to grow. What in the world? This is what this person wants to communicate to you. They want to communicate. Oh my God, I didn't realize. It's the Hierophant and the High Priestess. This is the most ultimate divine match you can get in the tarot deck. It's not just the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Emperor and Empress. This is the High Priestess and Hierophant. This is somebody who is deeply in tune, deeply spiritual. This is somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about. But also, keep in mind the contrast between these two people. The Hierophant is based on tradition. They go by scriptures and text. You know, they go by the status quo of what is regularly orthodox and accepted versus the High Priestess. She moved to the beat of her own motherfucking drum. She's on her own vibe, doing her own shit. She has this intuitive wisdom that she doesn't speak on. That with the Devil card. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to communicate. One, I feel like where they went wrong, what they allowed themselves to be swayed by, but I also feel like somebody wants to communicate, like, it says slavery and seduction. Somebody wants to communicate just how deeply you truly affect them. So I feel like this person knows that you don't know, like, the extent of how they feel, and it's also because they've kept that hidden. But I mean, the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming out. I mean, the High Priestess out here 2 different times. 3 of Pentacles behind that one. We also saying that this person wants to work on things with you. You are their craft. You are their muse. You are the one that I feel like this person's realizing, like I said, like, things don't move the same when you're not around. They don't feel right when you're not around. They don't feel happy. They don't feel motivated. They don't feel like talking to people. Like, you inspired this person in a way that they never anticipated. Let me make sure there's nothing behind this one. Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts. What is that about? I don't believe in ghosts. What is that about? Is that true? I don't know. I guess so. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That is different. What I just got from this: 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. We know what the fuck the 10 of Cups means. Hello? The ultimate dream come true. The ultimate teenage dream, okay? I don't believe in ghosts. This is like, I feel like this is part of that, like, bratty, sarcastic humor, that bratty flirting style. I don't talk to ghosts. You want to ghost me? I don't believe in ghosts. So, where you at, nigga? That's the vibe I'm getting. Somebody here, 3 of Wands, you sitting there waiting. You already know what it is. What is this? Like, somebody here, they're not playing. I don't want to believe in ghosts, but my baby told me something my uncle said to her, and he passed too. I didn't believe in ghosts before either. I feel like this is somebody's mindset. I don't believe in ghosts. There's no such thing as that. Somebody's waiting for something. Somebody's waiting for something fully to come in. I'm getting something else from that, but I want to pull... Where do I want to put these? Yeah. 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Because like I said, that was also coming out for that Divine Masculine. Where somebody here, they didn't believe in, like, spirituality a certain way. Even like when you hadn't really believed in ghosts. I feel like there's something about, like, 3 of Wands is like foresight. Something about improved status, somebody's hard work, advancing in something. I feel like something will be presented to someone or shown to someone that will lead to... I want to get one more for this unbelieving ghost. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Page of Cups, 7 of Cups. Living in La La Land. Somebody felt like somebody was literally just... Oh, like, literally, Page of Cups, the idealist. 7 of Cups. Castles in the sky, dreaming of fantasy. Somebody literally just thought somebody's head was in the motherfucking clouds. This is what, like I said, that energy, I feel like it was... Whoever this was, they didn't believe in what you believed in. They didn't believe in tarot readings. They didn't believe that you were seeing angels or that you could be feeling people's intentions and having dreams about the future. Somebody wasn't believing until they had finally seen for themselves. Somebody really just thought you were just head in the clouds, delulu. Oh, my eyes is all the way up in the sky. I just have one question. Oh, girl, I'm not worried about the gifts. I literally just love doing this. The video didn't upload yesterday. Here I am doing it. I was like, oh, God, I have to upload a video again. I was happy as fuck. Okay? I get to go live again. I'm happy as fuck to do this. I love reading tarot. You do not have to worry about gifting me nothing. Do not put yourself in poverty to throw me some TikTok coins. You guys are okay. I promise. But this is how this person was seeing you. Like, what? They really thought you were just... Oh, and I feel like also... I feel like that may have been why this person wasn't taking you as seriously before. Because they had thought there was something, like, not all the way right upstairs. Or they're like, oh, yeah, they just kind of like, oh, they're real childlike. Or they're kind of immature. Like with that Page of Cups, they were just seeing someone who's very immature. They just thought that you were... this ditzy little, and if you're a dude, they just thought that you just didn't know nothing. You ain't never had your first love, so you don't know what heartbreak. You know, somebody was doubting somebody's life experiences. They just thought that they were just scattered energy. Your head is just in the clouds. I'm guessing it was a full fucking shock when they received that man-eater energy then. Wow. Okay. I definitely forgot about this. I keep tabs on everyone you talk to. Those was ready to fly out, so we're going to take them. I'll tell you, Ace of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. I'm trying to make sure like y'all can actually see it. Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. What did we already just talk about what the Ace of Wands means? What did we already say about what the Ace of Wands means? The long talk and stroke session. The diddle the skittle marathon. Somebody likes to keep tabs on everybody that you talk to. They want to weed out any competition that they think might be there. Even though we did have that card, there's no competition. But I feel like that was more so like Divine Feminine worried about there being competition. But literally, whoever this person is, like, they want to make sure, like, this gives me like this Ace of Wands, somebody going in with their big ass stick. Look how big my stick is. Get away from her. This is my stick. Like, I'm just getting like somebody is like super dramatic. Like, they want everybody to know, like, no, this is mine. That's mine. Back away from her, please. Back away from him. But somebody's weeding out the competition. I feel like there might also be like a lot of fight for your attention. Like, I feel like this person might see that, or they might see like these other people as like irritating or like annoyances. Like, that's how this person... Oh, remember earlier in the live I was like, something about lowly people, and I was like, I don't even talk like that. That's how this divine masculine is seeing these people. They see them as... Yes, it's a collective reading. They see them as annoyances. They see this as like, these people are less than. This is why they're keeping tabs on everybody. Let me make sure that nobody over here trying to think that they're good enough for that. Meanwhile, they're still not approaching, from what I'm seeing. But okay. Yeah, what is this closer than before on the back of the man-eater? Yeah, we got that Knight of Cups behind all that Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. This person want to come in. This is Mr. Steal Your Girl. This is Mrs. Steal Your Girl. Okay. Somebody wants to come the fuck... Oh my god. And Knight of Pentacles behind that? And the Knight of Wands behind that? What the fuck is going on? Ah! 3 of the 4 Knights. Back to back. I'm sorry, I'm screaming in the microphone. My bad. My bad. 3 of the 4 Knights. Because what? This person wants to come in with a love offer. They want to give you that love. They're trying to make sure nobody else is over there wooing and cheesing and talking to your motherfucking face. But, like I said, this person is still not approaching. Why? They're taking their time. Especially with that caution, needing to do more research. I feel like this type of person, they like to know who they're approaching. They like to know that you like them. They like to know that you love them before they even make a move. You know, this is literally like, this is somebody who's planning and they take a long time. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. You know, Knight of Cups, he's like, oh, da, 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 I'm ready to go woo some girls. Knight of Cups is, I done fought a long and weary battle, and I just need to rest my legs a bit. That's the energy that I'm getting from this person. And then we have the what? Knight of Wands behind that. That's definitely the opposite of Knight of Pentacles. Like this person, like we had that, what is that, vacillation back and forth. This person's all over the place. Where I feel like, for one, they want to take their, yes, I feel like this is like, when they get all in their feelings and their love, that's when they want to talk to you and be all woo. Then they vacillation back and forth. All of a sudden they start getting all scared because they want to start moving slow. Well, I got to make sure that they earn me. I got to make sure that they're worth it. But then when they see somebody talking to you, it don't matter if y'all flirting or not. They see anybody talking to you. They see you commenting on somebody else's post. All of a sudden they want to fly in. All of a sudden they want to bring the passion. All of a sudden they want to bring the heat. Yeah, this person, they got some stuff to heal within themselves. Because nobody, you know, why don't you just approach me like normal? And I'm putting that above the, where we have that fire sign. So like I said, a lot of passion here. Like, this person really feels for you. Like the fire sign, the devil card, lust. Feeling enslaved by their attraction to you. That's fucking crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's also like, because it sounds so sweet, like, okay, well, yeah, if you like me that much, then come up to me. But it's like, you have to think about, like, when you feel that tied to someone and you're not sure if they feel the same about you. Like, yesterday we had all this, I had a panic attack because I realized I'm in love with you. I'm in distress because I realized I'm in love with you. Somebody realized they're in love with you before they even know if you like them. So can you imagine how that feels to be so drawn in by somebody and you don't even know the whole other side, they feel the exact same. They don't know that you feel the exact same. So I feel like that's why this person, you keep getting this back and forth from this person, because it's like they are so scared of like not being right. What is this closer than before? Page of Pentacles. Oh. Oh. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Second time we have Eight of Cups coming out. Letting go and moving on. Heavy message here. But this, closer than before, I feel like, for one, this is giving me that breadcrumb energy. Whoever this collective is resonating with, I feel like this person would breadcrumb you. Like I said, with this, like, if they're not showing up repeatedly as the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the King of, no, they show up as Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, breadcrumby ass energy. You know, they're not bringing the full picture to the table. And so I feel like something about, like, this person consistently feeding you these breadcrumbs. Like I said, that closer than before was on the back of the man-eater card. So I feel like this person, like, why does it seem so dark? Consistently feeding you breadcrumbs. That's what made you go the fuck off. You was like, no, I'm tired of getting ignored. I'm tired of getting ghosted. I'm tired of half in, half out, half-assing this energy. And you completely walked away. But you walking away has allowed you both to be closer than you have ever been before. And I feel like that's what's shocking for you and for this person. Is I feel like you weren't anticipating, like, as aware as you are of, like, the connection, if this is like a twin flame journey for some people, as aware as you are of the connection, I feel like that's also what needs to be real, is the walking away. Somebody was really fucking serious about leaving somebody behind. It's like, okay, no, if this is what the fuck it is, goodbye. And then in doing that, well, guess what? The next cycle has begun. One more card for that. Because I almost didn't grab it. I mean, like, come on. All this, please. A new cycle has begun. Oh no, they're starting to get scratched up. No. Anyway, a new cycle has begun. Ace of Pentacles. A fresh, new beginning. A new start. A gifted and blessed opening. What does that say? An authentic start. This whole vacillation back and forth, why is it doing that? Because there was something about the way that things began in this connection. The foundation was never solid. It was never the right thing. Especially somebody you didn't know they was in a whole commitment, or somebody was still healing from a past relationship they were in. There was something about this was never on like that solid footing that it needed to be on. And so this is like a true authentic start. And then the way that, you know, the The hand is literally coming from the ethers, out of the cloud, to present this giant pentacle. This is something that is gifted from the universe. This is the beginning. That's literally a blessing from the divine. We had the death card as we're talking about it. The dawn of a new era. Breaking the change, beginning something anew. Leaving something behind with that whole Eight of Cups that we keep getting out twice now. Leaving something behind so that something fresh and new can begin. So I feel like that's just definitely what somebody's seeing here. But somebody really had to be serious of letting someone go. Now this is the Divine Awakening card I was waiting to see. This is that Judgment card. That coming to Jesus moment. Somebody has now seen the light. It took you having to go all the fuck way there for this person to realize, like, oh dang, maybe I could be a little nicer to collective. Maybe it was a little mean. Well, my face looked like shiny as fuck though. Good God. Anyway, we're moving on to the true. We're moving on to the true emotional. Because I need the tea. What else is going on in this connection? So I'm getting like a lot of like this person, the hesitation, the back and forth. We did have that like heart-to-heart conversation about like somebody does want to communicate something with you. But let's just see. I'm like just so happy all this like karmic ass energy wasn't coming out in this reading this time. Because that like kept coming out. Good Lord. In like a lot of the lives. What else do we need to know? Firestorm. Yeah. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. I feel like this is where this person's at. Still. I mean, seems like it's been weeks at this point. This is where they're still at. That divine awakening. Something has been brought to this person's attention that it's like unavoidable. And they're literally like having a mental breakdown. Especially with that, I'm thinking about that I don't believe in ghosts. That makes me think of like cognitive dissonance. You know, when you present information to someone that literally completely contradicts every belief system they have, so that they don't have like a solid landing point anymore. Because like, wait, if that's not real, then that means everything I've done. That's what this is giving me. Like this person that I don't believe in ghosts, they didn't believe in reality a certain way. They didn't believe in God a certain way, or they didn't believe he presented himself to you in a certain way. And so I feel like now there's something about that realization that has been brought to them that's just yeah, they're in massive regrets. They was playing with you. They was breadcrumbing you. They was doing a little light flirtation. They was just, why? They thought you was Seven of Cups, Page of Cups ass energy. Delulu in your head. Oh, sure, you have dreams about people's intentions. Oh, sure, you have visions about things that are coming to happen. Oh, sure, you've seen your guardian angel before. Yes, bitch. Somebody was not believing you for what you said that you were about. And I feel like now they're in deep regret. Because now it's like, you know, whereas before, I also kept getting like Divine Feminine kept like making it easy for this person to come back. Divine Feminine will always be apologizing first. And so I feel like someone here, they recognize that route is no longer an option. Like now they actually have to put the big boy panties on, the big girl panties on, and do everything themselves. Like I feel like you're not making it easy for them anymore, especially after the way you just had to hand them their whole ass. I feel like somebody's not about to be coming back, hi, how are you? You know, somebody's like, no, you really want to talk to me, you need to make the steps to do that. So I feel like somebody's just not playing games with this person anymore. And they're deep in regret. Was this a work crush? Was this a work crush? Did somebody have a little thing at work? This person is heartbroken. Heartbreak coming out with workplace affair definitely gives me the feeling this is somebody you work with, or you volunteered with, you went to committee meetings with. Y'all could have been on a damn, what do they call it, the PTO meeting for the kids at school and stuff. But something about like you would see this person consistently. I don't know if you had to go somewhere to pick up your mail, your neighborhood mailman, something about work. Somebody feels some heartbreak. If you don't know this person from work, That's also what this person's healing from, is they met somebody at work and they're like heartbroken about that. But for what I'm saying, something was a workplace affair. And that's just, this person's just in heartbreak ass energy. They're still, and I feel like that's also like, you're wondering why they're not coming forward. Like, yeah, they're still in this heartbreak energy. Didn't we have that vacillation back and forth? Off and on, hot and cold. Yeah, this person, they're still there. Like, they're not fully encompassed in that, like, high priestess energy like you can be, where you see the lesson in thing, you trust in how things go, and then you let things go, and then, okay, all in divine timing. This person is stuck on the heartbreak. I feel like they are now maybe focusing more on like faith healing meditation. Somebody may be praying. Now also, that came out yesterday, very important for like, if this is like a twin flame connection, for you to also pray for this person's healing. You know, quantum entanglement, proven by science. Two things that are nowhere close to each other having a simultaneous reaction. If one gets burned, the other gets burned. If one freezes, the other freezes. That's literally a twin flame connection. Y'all share telepathy. You share dreams. You share feelings. So I'm like, I feel like if you pray, that prayer reaches them. You know, so praying for their healing will also help to heal that connection in a way. And not praying, you know, for selfish reasons. Oh, I hope they heal so they can come back to me. You know, but just literally praying for their wellness. Romance. Yeah. Perhaps this is exactly what will come from the prayers. Somebody knows what this connection is. Like, somebody, especially shocking news, fucked up over you, buying that. Like, I feel like whatever you said to this person was very shocking. And they, like I said, fucked up over you is crazy. I mean, come on. Divine Masculine just flinging himself on out here. Yeah, like this person, they are so fucked up right now. Ashamed behind that. Like, come on. Guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. They know that they did you so wrong. They know that they were in the wrong. I feel like that's also why this person is trying not to come forward. And of course, that card comes out. What card is it, you might ask? It is popped the question. No, I don't think for many it's going to be somebody literally getting engaged tomorrow. But one, this does suggest, like, this person, the seriousness that this person has. But with pop the question, they want to ask you. That lyric I kept saying over and over yesterday, 4x4 by Travis Scott. Do you love me, babe? I need to know. They want to ask the question. They want to ask you. I feel like that's also maybe what this heart-to-heart conversation might be about. It's like somebody wants to come to you like, hey, so how do you actually feel about me? How do you, like, I feel like it's like mental torture at this point in their life, especially for them coming out as the high priestess with the high priest. They know that you know that they know that you know that they know. So it's like they still are trying to get this confirmation, but it's like, I feel like maybe before they've gone and like tried to get the confirmation from other people, or they tried to ask around about it, and it literally just like blew up in their face. So I feel like now it's like finally getting to that point, like heart-to-heart conversation. It's not a heart-to-heart conversation. They're talking to other people about you. It's a heart-to-heart conversation if they're coming to you with these concerns, if they're coming to you with these queries. So I feel like there's something about like that is going to be shifting. We did see that November, December card. Come on, nah. More about this on and off, hot and cold, vacillation, love and hate. Something about you guys, this might be like polar opposites, but I feel like this is like kind of how the connection has felt. Like, you have like kind of like a love-hate relationship with this. I know a lot of people say that. I'd also see that as like the twin flame card. A lot of people say they have a love-hate relationship with the twin flame journey. Because bitch, what the fuck? But anyway, yeah, I just feel like this is how this person feels. Like, they have a love-hate relationship with this, where they like love it and they want to go for it, but they're just like, oh my god, how can I do it? Like, it's something that keeps this person trapped. This popping up again. Like, this person feels so ashamed of whatever they had done or said to you. For doubting you is what I'm also getting, because I'm looking back at this. Please don't make all these fall. Thank you, Jesus. I'm looking back at this Seven of Cups, Page of Cups. Like, they really had thought that you were just only the moon bubble rainbow child. They just thought that you just existed in whatever fucking reality you woke up and felt like that day, and that was it. No, you exist in the reality that you exist in because you went through trauma to allow you to see to the other side. You exist in the reality that you exist in because God allowed you to go through certain things so that you could have awareness and knowledge to help other people. I feel like a lot of people, when they see you or they see how you believe in things or they see your positivity, a lot of people doubt that. And I feel like this person, they didn't want to be one of those people who doubted. They wanted to be the one that was always by your side. And I feel like that's why this is also like coming out again. Like they feel so guilty for having doubted you. They feel so in the wrong for like, of course it goes all the way to the floor. What was I just saying earlier? Love child. We did have the pregnancy, so for someone, y'all could have a baby together. But for those who are not pregnant, not anticipating being pregnant, and know that you don't want to be pregnant right now, this literally was the energy I was talking about, where something was birthed within this connection. Something tangible now exists, whether they wanted it to or not. And I feel like it's like something about this person's refusal and denial of it existing. Like I said, something about like it might be like taboo, or they might think it's status quo, or they just feel like it's something like, oh, people can't know I like them, or people can't know I like that. There's something that this person feels like guilty about, that resistance and denial kept it alive in their mind. That resistance and denial kept it alive for you, so that now, energy's neither created nor destroyed, only transferred. All that mental energy that was being put into it's literally a tangible thing. That one card came out, people can sense the sexual tension between you. Please, you don't have to even be saying nothing. You just look in each other's eyes, not saying nothing, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on with them? What the fuck is that about? We have self-love out here. I feel like that's also what someone's focus is on. I feel like divine masculine, for one, definitely, why does this keep popping up? Like, come on. They definitely are in deep regret. Like, this keeps showing up. I feel like the divine masculine might also be, like, kind of working on self-love at the moment. But I feel like it's, like, I'm thinking of that guiding light card that I had. I feel like they're learning it kind of... This also came out yesterday. They're learning it from the divine feminine in a way. I feel like this person... This will come out yesterday with that whole voyeurism. I keep tabs on everybody you talk to. This person might pretend, like, they might try to go around looking all busy, acting like they have all this stuff to do whenever you see them. In reality, they're just trying to find excuses to be around you. They're trying to find excuses so they can watch you from afar, see where your mental state is. Oh, is she feeling happy today? Is today the day we have the heart-to-heart conversation? Somebody's acting like they're busy. Yeah, shocking news actually coming out. Somebody found out something, or somebody will be finding out something that's like a shock. Oh, with spiritual gifts? I feel like that was probably the shocking news to this person then. I mean, the whole everything that we've been talking about was like it was shocking to them to realize that somebody has spiritual gifts such as yours. It was shocking for them to realize what you were talking about was real. Like I said, the collectives that I resonate with, these are for people who you sometimes have dreams about things before they happen. You have dreams about people's intentions. You have really strong intuitive hints and nudges about things that are going to happen, about to happen. And so I feel like you like try to prepare this person or let them know in some kind of way. And it was just like a total shock to them when it actually started to happen. Let me get one more. Perfect. Sweet talk at the back of the deck. Yeah, spiritual. Here go that ego death card. The one I kept thinking about. This person is realizing that sweet talk is not about to work on you. Like, they really want to talk to you. They want to be in your ear. They want to whisper. Not even sweet nothings, sweet real things. With this person, it's like they know that they have to do a lot of healing first. Downward spiral. So that just, like I said, it's like this person's spiraling. Like that vacillation back and forth. Like, wait, but if it was this, if it was that. And especially with this being tied in with this whole spiritual gifts. Somebody being aware of the divine and spirituality in a whole different way. Like, they're literally, like, going through an entire ego death, rebirth, and awakening. Like, this person is in, like, complete mental chaos. And so, with that whole guiding light, you are kind of, in a way, helping to ease the transition for this person. But I feel like somebody here, while they're going through all this, for somebody's definitely trying to drown it out with drinking, drown it out with alcohol, drown it out with whatever they can that'll make them forget. And that's also kind of what I'm feeling with this this person who's in regret. It's like they think that it's completely done for and over, and so they're just living a toxic lifestyle because they don't see any end goal in sight. They don't see how anything is supposed to get better. They don't see how anything can possibly work out between the both of you. But I'm still not getting that you're supposed to like go out of your way for this. Like I'm just getting like this is something that they need to learn on their own. That they need to come to the awareness of on their own. Okay. Interesting. Dark Moon Universe. That definitely gives me High Priestess vibes. Because, you know, the Dark Moon's all about things hidden, things you can't see. The Dark Moon and Lilith, we was even talking about that, some like guilty pleasures. Then the guilty pleasures, Dark Moon and Lilith, literally came out. But I don't know if somebody knows what their Lilith sign is or their Dark Moon. That's where all your guilty pleasures are. Okay? You might want to look that up on your natal chart. But Dark Moon Universe just gives me like High Priestess vibes, things that are hidden, things that are secret. And that being like Dark Moon Universe, that means it's like a world of secrets. I feel like that's where this person and you exist in. That's that tangible love child energy that now exists between you both. It's like an entire world has been created between the both of you. Where I feel like I said, was that you looking at each other, you don't have to say anything. An entire conversation was just had. The energy was just sent. What's the word? Primordial. Before language existed. How did they communicate? How did people get their point across? How did people let each other know what they wanted? Energy has always existed. So there's something about like the energy that you both exist in, and especially for this person. Now, once again, looking at this Seven of Cups, whereas before they thought that you were just kind of delirious and delusional, head in the clouds. I feel like now this person is kind of realizing like, wow, she literally lives in like a top tier reality. Like somebody wants to be a part of your secret world. Is kind of what I'm getting with that. Like somebody wants to be a part of your decision making process. I just heard, but it's like somebody wants to know. I'm not taking all these. Okay, that was a long shuffle. Somebody wants to know you. Dark Moon Universe. Dark Moon Universe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Since I made this deck, okay, I've been waiting for my favorite card to come out. I said, this is how I'll know who this reading's about, because the best card that I made was the one. I have to give you guys the backstory now. I'm just do this every time because I don't know who's here is new and who's not. But basically, I made this index oracle, and this one, the gigantic one that you see front and back. And then I ended up listening to this song by Time called The Devil Wears Prada. I'd never heard the song, even though they're my favorite band, and they've been my favorite band since like 2006. And I'd never heard that song before. And so when I listened to the song called Time by The Devil Wears Prada, which I highly suggest you listen to it, and this song called Watchtower, it was literally like the entire album was like an apology from the Divine Masculine. So I was like, what the fuck, the time and the odds? And I was thinking like, hold on. He was like, basically he kept saying, I've been struck by the lightning. Time is moving like lightning. Time is moving like a glacier. And I was like, wow, I literally have an index oracle card that says lightning has struck. That'd be kind of crazy if I mentioned this and then that card comes out. The next fucking day, out of this whole deck, I pulled that card out one time in all the times I used this over the past 2 years. Why the next day did that lightning has struck card come out? What? So somebody here, they feel like they're moving against time. I don't even want to read that yet because I don't even want to tell you what card it is because I literally have been waiting since I created this brand new pink one because the white deck was getting a little too massive. I can't shuffle that. I've been waiting. Secrets stained by the dark moon. Why are all these fucking secrets all of a sudden coming out? Secrets, secrets, secrets. Dark moon universe. Dark moon secrets. And especially this secrets stained by the dark moon. This is like... That gets a vibe. It's this book called Threadneedle by Carrie Thomas. I highly suggest you guys read it. These are some phrases that she had used in that book. And so it's almost like secrets that are stained by the dark moon. That's like secrets that people have hidden from themselves. I feel like that's also, like, if you're wondering why this person hasn't been making any moves, why they haven't been moving forward. Oh, what do you mean they're still conflicted about, they're having panic attacks, realizing they're in love with me. They couldn't admit to themselves that they like you. So there's something about either, like, the way that you believe, like, maybe this person's like, really serious about their spiritual beliefs. And so it's like when they see something that they feel, it's like, oh, I'm not sure you really believe in God. They're that serious about like not allowing someone into their life that they don't believe recognizes the divine in a similar way that they do, which is why I also feel like they massively in regret because they're realizing they was just but motherfucking wrong. But also, like I said, with that secret stained by the dark moon, this is like secrets that ones have hidden from themselves. This is that Seven of Swords reversed energy. Things that people were too afraid to admit to themselves. I don't know what it is about you or what it is that you do or like what connotations they associate with you, but there's like something about this person will really have to like liberate themselves from like this box that they live in for them to like fully exist the way that they should. And I remember I was also getting that a lot, like we was getting like LGBT community, like a lot of people were not ready to fully exist in who they were. So next card we have 3 Knights and Delicious. A lot of things come to mind with 3 Knights, which I guess will go real dark first. Because we did have that card about how can you heal when the person you love the most is gone forever. We had about someone who is like still healing from like a past loved one who has passed. With the whole 3 Knights, I will share a short story about, when my little doggy had passed. And me, I'm the type of person, I don't really, I don't connect with people like that. I care more about animals than I care about people. And the way she died literally traumatized me to the point where I'm still experiencing trauma. And I'll stop breathing at night in my sleep and have nightmares about it like crazy. If he's like, it's just a dog. Yeah, you fucking telling me. So anyway, something about that, after she passed, I was just so not in my right mind. Like I just wanted to hold on to her body. So I just left her in the little bag in the box and I drove around with her in my car for 3 whole days and nights. I brought her back inside with me. I put her over on the side and then went to sleep. And then by the 3rd day, I was like, oh, wow, it's kind of starting to smell. I think I'm supposed to bury it. Like, when I tell you, like, my mind was just gone. So something about that, 3 Nights. I also know that that's very spiritual. Because then after the fact, I was like, oh, maybe I was supposed to keep her for 3 nights. Because they say, like, to stay on guard around it for 3 nights in some cultures. Because it helps the spirit to transition. And I end up, burying her in a lake. And then I literally had a dream right after that where she crawled her way from the bottom of the lake and then came and found me. So that was just very significant. But something about 3 nights. And then, 3 nights, 3 days, 3 nights. Jesus also. Something significant about, like we saw on the live, we had 3.3K likes. So I was like, hey, Ascendant Masters, let's pause and take a moment to appreciate them. So that's something about, like, Jesus might be very significant or somebody, like, calling on Jesus. We did have that prayer card where someone here might, like, just be connected with like spirit guides and angels, ascended masters, people around them like that. But something about 3 nights. Also, something might be happening for you in 3 nights. Something might be shifting, or you might notice something 3 nights from now. So I guess here in America, it is Sunday. Well, Eastern time in 2 minutes, it will be Monday. So I'm gonna say, let's go from Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning. So like by Thursday morning, Thursday night. Maybe somebody might like notice something. But Delicious is also over here. What is that about? What is that about? So we'll get to the best. I literally have been waiting, 3 weeks since I've had this deck. The best card out here. Barry motherfucking Allen, okay? I don't know how many of you guys watch The Flash. I highly suggest it. But this was the energy I was feeling when I heard that Time by the Devil Wears Prada. I've been struck by the lightning. Someone has been struck by the lightning. Okay? Somebody has been struck by the divine wisdom and awakening. Their heart chakra has now been bursted the fuck open. They're recognizing that they have even spiritual gifts themselves. I feel like it's what's also going on with this divine masculine. But for Barry Allen, he's fine as hell. He's fine as hell. But Barry Allen, this is like, I've been waiting for this card to come out because I'm like, I'll know whoever this collective is for and who this is right. If this Barry Allen card comes out, this is like the top tier divine masculine, divine feminine. This is y'all. Barry Allen has that golden boy charm. So this might describe the person that you're interested in, or this might describe. I was hoping my friend would visit when she passed. I believe more in that than ghosts because of that. Literally, I didn't believe in ghosts or like afterlife and all that until after my dog had passed. I like that, and people literally try to dismiss it. Oh, your dog! Like people have literally laughed in my face after I told them I would have like I stopped breathing. I have experienced trauma. That's how much I cared about my dog, and then the way that she died was traumatic. So it was like people really be trying to dismiss what people go through. I don't give a fuck. It was just a dog to you. That was the person I love most in this entire world, and she passed right before my very eyes. I can't start talking about it because I might start crying. But I didn't believe in it like that until after that. And then even when I would have dreams about it, I was just like, well, maybe I'm just dreaming because I want her to come back. Maybe I'm just, you don't choose your dreams. And then after me having multiple dreams about stuff that ended up happening, she really came back to visit. And I remember I kept begging and begging, like for weeks and months after. I just want her to visit me. I just want her to visit me. You never know when it's going to happen. You never know when they're coming. But I will know, especially with this drinking inhibits spiritual abilities. Drinking inhibits you from having dreams. Drinking inhibits them from being able to communicate with you. So I don't know if somebody here has still been drinking. I was drinking like crazy after she passed. So I feel like that might also be something if somebody's really trying to like connect with the other side or connect with like the spirit guides or the angels and stuff. I do feel like somebody might like, I'm not saying completely stop drinking, you know, I'm not your mother, but to like at least take a little break, a little fasting from it, just to see like what tends to happen after you do stop. But to describe whoever this person is, this might be you who's watching, or this might be your person. But somebody here has very golden boy charm. I just want to show y'all this real quick because I really took some time. Okay, y'all can tell I love me some Barry Allen. I really showed him some love on this card. Please watch the flash. But this is someone who's very quick-witted. Like, they're a fast thinker. They're quick on their feet. Which is like, and it's also someone who, like, they do kind of come off as a little bit shy. It's someone who's very, like, dedicated to work or, like, dedicated to what it is that they do. It's a very devoted soul. They like to have, like, little tender touches. Somebody might, like, want to do, like, very tender kisses. I don't know if you have, like, been intimate with this person. But this is someone that, when you do, if you have not, like, you'll notice that they're, like, they're a yearner. Golden boy charm. Golden boy charm. We're not talking about the racist version of that. But golden boy charm, just basically they get along with anybody and everybody. Everybody of all ages loves this person. Young people get along with them. Older people get along with them. Old women have crushes on them. Young people have crushes on them. Older dudes have crushes on this person. So I guess golden girl charm, that would kind of be that teenage dream. But we're talking about masculine energy. So whoever is resonating in that masculine energy. But this is someone that you might notice, like they are the type of person that will, like they will linger on the small things. Like I said, with that whole voyeurism, this person, they're like not to fully go there just from seeing a little bit of midriff skin. But I'm not getting like this somebody who's just like weird in a way or like inexperienced. It's just more so like that's how deeply you affect this person. Is that they like lose control of their senses. I also feel like that's why this person doesn't really want to come forward. All like they're still not coming forward is because they don't like to not be in control. And I feel like when they're around you, their emotions aren't the same. They don't feel the same. They have no control over how they feel when they're around you. So anyway, my lip gloss is popping. But this is someone who's quick-witted. It says hope in motion, which is crazy because, you know, Barry Allen's all about, you know, running through time, running back in time. He's always running. And so hope in motion is like, literally this is like, it's almost like this person represents like a beacon of hope. Like it's interesting as you were coming out, it's like that guiding light for this person. I feel like that's also what this person represents for you. It's like wherever they go, you know that there's hope. Wherever they're at, you know that there's a possibility for things to be right. So this is someone who's a very loyal person, a very loyal friend. You may have been like friends with this person at first, or like, you know, just been friends, or like somebody friend zoned or something like that. But this is someone who is driven by their heart. They're always racing against time. This is someone who has like wide-eyed belief, which is why I also feel like they're kind of seeing you in this like Seven of Cups, spiritual gifts, High Priestess energy. It's like they want to believe you, but they just thought something was like too good to be true. Someone might also like have to stutter or like get tongue tied or stumble over their words or something when they talk to you. And it'll be something that like you distinctly notice. Like you'll know that they don't tend to like trip over their words or anything when they're around other people. But as soon as they're around you, all of a sudden they're blah, 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 like their face might like start turning red and stuff. Like I'm definitely getting like this is someone who's a little bit, they're a little shy when it comes to love. And I feel like they're confident in certain ways, but I feel like when it comes to you specifically, you get a whole different side of them that no one ever gets to see. But yeah, this is someone who, like I said, that wide-eyed belief. This is also them. It's this dreamer energy. Like that's you and this person are one and the same. But I feel like for some reason when they saw you also existing in this Page of Cups, Seven of Cups energy, they didn't think it was the same as when they're in that energy. Like they just kind of thought, okay, well, she must be believing in something different because I'm the only one I know who sees things like this. So I feel like they're recognizing that you also share that wide-eyed ideal belief of the beauty in the world, of connecting with spirituality, connecting with God in all these different beautiful ways in everyday life. It does also say speed of thought. So this is somebody who's very fucking smart, very quick thinker. They think fast. They're good at thinking on their feet. This is somebody you might also notice like they'll have like really witty comebacks or like really cute comebacks that actually like legitimately make you laugh. Like it'll take you by surprise. Like, damn, you thought of that in like half a second. Like somebody's very clever, and I feel like you really like that. I'm also kind of getting like sapiosexual vibes. Like somebody might be very attracted to someone's intelligence. So I think that came out. Well, we had seductive eyes, and then before that we had seductive mindset. So I feel like someone's very attracted to one. Like the way that you look, something about the eye contact you have with them is very significant. But I feel like someone is just also very attracted to the way that you think. But we do have that. This person can tend to be a little self-sacrificing. So, you know, they might have like these martyr qualities where they'll, I mean, obviously this whole energy, they're suffering in silence because they think that's what they deserve. You know, they're suffering in silence because they're like, oh God, well, I fucked up. Well, everything will ever be right. You know, they're sacrificing their own happiness for the sake of they think that that'll help you. You know, I'm almost getting the point like this person might think that you don't want to speak to them. Like I feel like this person doesn't know how to come back after disagreements. They don't know what to do, and I feel like I said, you're not really making it easy for this person, because I feel like you're at the point where they need to kind of prove to you that they really want you, and so yeah, I just feel like this person they think that they're doing the right thing, and they don't really think that you want to be bothered by them with that whole man eater energy. Like I said, maybe some of you have like gone off or on them or whatever. But yes, it could be someone who is kind of like a soft-spoken charmer. Like I said, I'm definitely getting like this is someone where we get that like kind of shy guy energy, but this is someone who's very comfortable with, very dominant once they get comfortable. Like I keep like skipping over words, tongue tied. I would do this the whole time till I pull up this card. Like what the hell? So somebody really starts stumbling over their words and stuttering. I feel like, especially with that heart-to-heart conversation, I feel like maybe that'll also like be what's happening the next time you see them. It's like when they do have that heart-to-heart conversation, they're trying to like get all this stuff off their chest. I feel like they'll literally like probably start like stumbling over their words or like, yeah, soft-spoken charmer. This is somebody who like they can say very sweet things, like with that Page of Cups. Which is interesting. I said somebody letting go of Page of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. I'm feeling like that was probably the energy that they may have brought before. Was very like player vibes or like one of many. I don't know. It was just, it wasn't very individualistic. Like, why can I not talk all of a sudden? What the hell? Like, this person's about to be so fucking nervous. Like, out of nowhere, I'm just stuttering and stumbling over my words, and I'm like, feel like I can't think. Like, what? Somebody is definitely about to be nervous as hell. I'm thinking about this 3 nights again. It's like I said, I feel like something will shift in 3 nights, but I feel like something major is going to be happening like November, December with that other card that came out. But we did, like I said, we're not only looking at the positive side of Mr. Barry Allen, we are also looking at his shadow side. The first thing I wrote for this person, Captain motherfucking Saberho. Barry Allen has a big problem with that. He gotta try to save every motherfucking body, save that bitch over there, save the bad guy too. Captain Saberho. Somebody here, I feel like that's like their soft spot is for like, for a masculine it'd be like, so like somebody who seems like a damsel in distress, and for a woman it would be like someone who they tend to need help a lot or need healing a lot. Captain Saberho. So this is kind of the darker side of this person, things that they need to heal. This is also someone who tends to be very impulsive, runs from pain. We have that avoidant attachment style, even anxious avoidance specifically is what I get for this person. Very anxious avoidant attachment style. But once they experience any type of pain, they just run, run, run. And I feel like you knew that about this person, which is why you would make it easy for them, like, to come back or let them know, like, hey, I was just upset, everything's fine. But I feel like now it's like, no, you need to stop running from your arguments. This person may also have survivor's guilt, which is interesting. We did have that card about, like, a lost loved one, someone passing away. So I feel like maybe something happened where someone feels like it should have been them. Survivor's guilt, or like, oh, if only I had done this different. So something about, I feel like perhaps this other person, they may have also experienced like a similar trauma, but like mirrored or like in a different way, where they do like now have a little bit of like guilt for being the one who survived. I don't know why, I just thought that someone might also be a twin, but the twin didn't make it, and somebody like still like 20, 25 years later, they feel guilty for that because they feel like they're not doing enough with their life, and they feel like maybe their other twin would have. Very specific for one person. But yeah, this is someone where they may also kind of have naive idealism. Is that, or is that not the motherfucking energy we was talking about with the whole I don't believe in ghosts? They thought you were naive. They thought you were head in the clouds. They thought you didn't know what you was talking about, and that you just like to believe in fairies and ghosts and who the fuck knows what. No, this is actual scientifically proved stuff that we're talking about. So, somebody's feeling a little guilty about that. And also, I feel like I said, like, you and this person, you mirror each other. Especially if this is a twin flame connection, you both have that, like, that idealism. But with this person, they have it as naive idealism. I don't know, which side was it on? Oh, they have it as naive idealism, and I feel like they projected that onto you because that's how they were. They thought, back because they were naive and believing a certain thing, and then they were manipulated, or they end up falling into circumstances that happened. They thought that you also were naive in your belief in the same way. They're starting to realize, well, the fuck, you were not. You're the high priestess. So it says this person's also, like, they tend to be very overburdened. This is someone who takes on a lot of burdens, especially coming out as the Hierophant. I'm kind of surprised the Emperor didn't come out, but this is someone who, like, even though it does say fake busy over here, like, they pretend to be busy so they keep eye on you. But I do feel like it's someone who has, like, a lot on their plate or a lot to handle with, or, like, a lot of people that look up to them. This could be someone who's, like, a father. They have, like, children who rely on them. But it does say that this person's, like, haunted by what ifs. Haunted by, what if she doesn't like this? What if, didn't we have that vacillation back and forth? On and off, hot and cold, ghosted. I mean, come on. Literally, this person goes back and forth about, well, what if she doesn't like me? What if she's dating someone else? What if she moved on? What if she doesn't like me like that? Well, what if I did? What if? Haunted. And even I was saying that's crazy, because I was also saying this person's haunted by the thought of you. We have that devil card, the high priestess, the queen of cups, the lovers. This person is haunted by their attraction to you. They cannot escape it. Even yesterday I was talking about, how do I stop having dreams about you? Like, this person, even if they try to block it in their waking mind, it still comes to them in their dreams. It still comes to them in their sleep. They're still communicating with you in their dreams. And then it's like this person slowly but surely starting to realize they're not just dreams. They're not just making it up. This is legitimately something that is supernatural that not a lot of people have ever had the opportunity to witness. That's why it seems so unbelievable to this person. It does say that this person may also have a little bit of reckless urgency. That's actually crazy because, I mean, literally, like, everything that's being described for Barry Allen, my favorite fucking card, who I also describe as my motherfucking twin flame, okay, all coming out. What did we have for that? I keep tabs on everybody you talk to. Ace of Wands, Five of Wands, with all these knights that came out, where somebody want to move slow, they want to come in with all this love, but the second that they see some other motherfuckers talking to you, reckless urgency, that's when they start getting reckless. And I feel like that's where, this person also went wrong. We had that man-eater vibe. Whatever you gone off about this person on, I feel like it was because they had done some, good Lord, they had done something reckless. Like, they had tried to, like, steer people away from you in some way, or went talking about your business in some way. Like, there's something about, like, that they were very reckless, or they get very reckless. But it's because like they feel so much, like they have like, yeah, it's almost like they have no control over their emotions. They don't know what to do about emotions like this. They never felt like this. They've never been in contact with a high priestess before. They've never been close to getting into their hierophant energy, you know. So it's like something about this person. They're very impulsive. They get very reckless, and like I said, with that Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, very reckless energy, like very reckless energy. But it's for you, so that's what make it like kind of endearing. But like I said, it stopped being endearing the moment that the Man-Eater card came out. Somebody was tired of it. So anyway, yeah, we have torn between worlds. This also gives me that, once again, like this vacillation back and forth, just heavily describing this. Like, torn between worlds. I feel like there's something where this person feels like they have to exist a certain way for society, for their family, for their parents, for their friends. They feel like they have to like only show this side of them, and then there's this other side of who they truly want to be, who they really want to exist as with you. And I feel like they're trying to like figure out how to balance the both of those. When I'm feeling like what they don't realize is with that whole let go, all this, they're going to have to let go of one of those, whichever one is not really serving them. But it does say it has a fragile when motionless. That is making me think of this fake busy card, actually. Like someone who, like you know how it is when you're stressed out about something, you can't sit still. You don't want to sit there and watch movies. You have to be doing something to get your mind off of it. That's what I get with this person. With that fake busy, I feel like that's also why that's coming out. It's like they have to like be doing anything or else they'll just completely shatter. So yes, they're fake busy, spying on you. Yes, they fake busy. Okay, let me adjust this little thing over here. Like whatever it is that this person is doing, they're literally just like trying to do any and everything to keep their mind occupied, because I feel like the second that they don't, or the second that they let go, I don't even know where the hell that card went. But the divine masculine awakening, spiraling, that's what I feel like happens the moment that this person stops. They also have attachment issues. It's the very last one I wrote. Come on now. Didn't we say something about this person got anxious attachment style, avoidant attachment style, definitely attachment issues. But it does say, oh, crush resistance. I forgot about that song. This is another song, channel song by Haste the Day. Excellent band, early 2000s, and they're about to start making a comeback. They just released a new song. It says longing gaze, so you might find this person like staring at you. It says loves with urgency. We definitely getting that vibe. Like, this is someone who's like, they're definitely a feeler. They're a yearner. This is somebody who like, they definitely feel and have a lot of passion. I mean, this to me, ideal person right here. Who wants these dudes who act like they don't care? I want somebody who, I'm so in regret, I'm so pissed off. Yes, show me that you in regret and that you love me. Anyway, someone here is a gentle protector. I think I already said that, tender touch. But another thing about Barry Allen, yeah, it says starry-eyed, is that he has devoted his life to one woman and one woman only for his entire life. Barry Allen's the only character I've never seen on a TV show where he had one love for the entire show. There was never another bitch. There was never no side character. Oh, she don't like me, I'm about to go. There was never another person since the end of time. And then, oh, guess what? Other realities, it's still Iris. Other world, it's still Iris. It doesn't matter. In the future, it's still Iris. Please. There's something about like this person. You are their one and only. You are the only one who would do things right for them. You're the only one who makes anything seem like it makes any type of sense. There is nobody else. Like I said, one of the first cards we saw from the Index Oracle, no competition. Somebody wants you to know there is nothing and nobody coming in the way between y'all at all. There's nothing. So anyway, Law of Attraction Tarot. I feel like this deck is actually kind of important to use when it is looking like it's a twin flame reading, because obviously Law of Attraction